Hey people, if you could see that, that is a torsion spring right there, and it's broken. It's broken torsion spring, split in half. So right now, I got the new spring up there, you can see. Put a longer spring actually up on there. It's a 31 inch instead of 26 inch. And this one is good for 14,431 cycles. Where this one right here is good for 10,000 cycles. So this will give you about 60% more life on it. Guessing that this spring's being used every single day, it's going to probably be about maybe 6 or 7 years before this one either breaks or stretches out to the point where it's not strong no more. So right now I got to put the drums back in, wind them up with the cables over here, and then I'm going to get my trusty rods out over here, which I got there. See them? Those are my rods where I put them into that hole over there, and then I wind it up. But first I got to draw a line on this thing, and it'll tell me how many times I actually wound it when the horizontal line becomes vertical. Okay, that's another piece. That's the end bearing right there, plate. And so I just have to put this piece right here. Here it is. See that? That's the end drum. I'm going to put that on there, and then the cable goes around that, and you can see that it's got grooves. Grooves is for the cable to sit into. So that'll go back up, and then I'm going to lock the bar up there with vice grips, and then I'm going to wind it up. Now let me pause the video, and you're going to get to see that in action. Okay, now you can see that the spring is all bolted in place over here. I just got to tighten it up a little bit. It also has a little bearing plate without bearings on it. You can see that over here, that black plate that's on the back. And the nuts there, they're painted red for a reason. They're painted so that nobody touches them. It's an indicator that it's under extreme pressure. Like you can see, those got red ones on it. That's got red ones. The other side over there, you can see all the way over there, that's got red ones on it. So that means do not touch it. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set the cables, and we're going to come back again, all right? Okay, here we are again. Just showing you right now, the cables are on there. They're wound up on the drums. You can see the cable coming off of that right there. Okay, and of course we do these things routing counterclockwise, right? That's the way the door is going up. That's done. That is done. That is done. And we got the vice grips up there, and what that does is it holds the cable, gives it, it takes the slack out of it, and it makes it taut. And that's what we want. We want the cables to be nice and taut before I wind up the spring. And that is the spring I'm going to wind up in a few seconds. Okay, now what I did here is I took this grease pencil right here, and I put a line going across the spring. After I wind it, it's going to have some vertical lines. We're going to show you that in a second. Okay. All right, here we go, people. So what I want to do is wind it up in that direction. So when it spins around, it's going to lift the door. Put a bar in there. Make sure you got these things loose. Put a bar into there. Wind it up just like so. Drummers, like drumsticks. You can see what's going on here. You get the idea. You see that line I was talking about right over here? See the line how it's become vertical? Right? Remember, this is not something you want to do at home alone by yourself if you don't know what you're doing. Call a professional because this thing is dangerous. I remember my foreman once, he had one of these bars actually come off and hit him. These are solid steel, these bars. And it whacked him. And it whacked him and it hit him in the wrist, and it broke his wrist. So, and then you want to be safe with it. Like if you want to rest it, you can rest the bar like this on here and keep it turned. Now we got 1, 2, 3.5 lines on there. We're looking on this one for about 8 for this door. It's all calculated. All the measurements on this. This is a 225 wire spring. by 31 inches. Before I had a 216 wire by 26 inches. So this one's going to give an extra 4,431 extra times that the door could go up and down. So we'll open it like that. That'll hold it in place right now while I keep on doing this. And I'll show you the final result as soon as I get done winding up that spring. Okay, people. All right, that's the installation right there. That's the spring, and that's what it looks like with the vertical lines on it. Yeah, we just count the vertical lines and we know what the tension's supposed to be. So let's see what this door does. Operating. It's got a belt drive machine over here. Okay, so what we're looking for is now tension on the cable up here, and that looks good. Check out tension on this side, and that's good. Okay, check all that stuff out. I just oiled up all the wheels, the doors. Here's the torsion spring up here, you can see, up in the top. And you know, some people choose these torsion spring systems only because of the fact that they think you're safer. It's really not the case. So by me just running this up and down, that's one life cycle.